Hi everyone, thanks for dropping by my YouTube channel today, where I'm revisiting Richard's QuadraFire brand pellet stove controller. As you can see, this is a TASSB-93V.12A controller. I've already pre-labeled it. This was from about a year and a half ago when Richard first sent it to me for repairs. And since that time, Richard has had good performance from it, but more recently he complained about a problem with it. So I suggested he return it to me and I'd have a second look. Unfortunately, Richard, this time around I saw nothing wrong with the controller. It's been performing quite nicely the whole time, and I've had it for nearly a week now. It's been on my bench and it's been on for that time. So let's go ahead and turn it on. As you can see, I have Richard's controller connected to my tester. The tester is made up of a wiring harness, of course, that connects to the controller itself. I have a thermostat here that will call for heat or not call for heat. I have a temperature simulator which simulates the effect of the TC in your stove. I have an auger motor mounted behind this faceplate, and the shaft from the auger motor comes out the front. I also have a decal on it, an X marks the spot decal. We'll see that spin when the controller is calling for the auger to drive. And I have 4 light bulbs at the back. 4 light bulbs that simulate different functions of your stove. The igniter, for example, the combustion or exhaust blower, the auger motor, and finally with the red decal on it, we see the convection or room fan. For this controller, we will not see this light come on. It's not a feature that the controller itself actually controls. It does provide power, but a switch inside your stove will determine when this fan comes on or not. The last thing I'll note is I have a little light bulb here, it's kind of hard to see, which simulates a call for heat. As you can see, it's green right now, so it's on. I am calling for heat with my thermostat. I say I'm calling for heat even though no lights are on, because I've had this controller on for about 20 minutes now, and all the lights are off simply because I'm at room temperature. It might have been calling for heat, but because I never built up any heat, the safety circuits shut everything down after about 10 or so minutes. So everything is normal there. So if I turn off the call for heat, we'll see this light disappear. There it is, and the exhaust fan went on as a final purge of the system. And if I were to leave it this way for approximately another 10 or 15 minutes, this light will also go off. So as I noted, I'm at approximately 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not calling for heat with the thermostat. I have no lights on the controller, and I am powered up. So if I were to call for heat, we'd see a couple of lights come on. We would see the igniter come on, and we'll see the auger motor drive come on. So let's do that. So there we have it. We have the auger motor light come on. We hear the auger motor spinning in the back here. We see the decal spinning. We're still at a temperature of 70 degrees Fahrenheit, so the igniter has come on to try to ignite the pellet load that's in the furnace. That pellet load will build for about 2 minutes and then shut off the auger. I've already pre-tested that and it is functioning correctly, and it closely matches the time that I had previously written on the controller. So to move things forward, I'm going to increase the temperature to about 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what I've noted on the controller previously, and we'll see the green light on the controller itself come on. So let's have a look for that. As I increase the temperature, we'll see the green light come on. Let me tilt that up a little bit so I can see it as well. There we see the green lights come on. I can toggle it on and off, on and off. And nothing much happens back on the lights or the motors or the igniter with that at 214 degrees. But just know that it's on. We see our call for heat lamp is on. And if I increase it further to approximately 1100 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll see the red light come on. So let me do that. I'm at 300, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to put it down, and as I increase the temperature to 1100 and cause the red light to come on, we'll hear some relays in the control box toggle, and we'll see some lamps go off. There it is. We hear the toggle of the relay inside, and we see the igniter shuts off, and everything else continues. The red light is on, the green light is on. We're at 1135 degrees Fahrenheit on our fire. We're calling for heat, and our igniter, our auger motor is driving. I can turn that off, and the auger stops driving if we don't do a call for heat. As the room cools a little bit, we'll do a new call for heat. The auger comes back on. The temperature is still high above the red zone. Off, on, off, on. That's by calling for heat. So that cycle would continue as the room warms and cools, warms and cools, warms and cools, until you run out of pellets or somebody comes by and forcefully shuts off the thermostat or turns power off onto the controller. So Richard, as I noted, I did not find anything wrong with this controller at this time. I've completed a lot of testing on it, a lot of marathon testing. It's basically been on for a week now. I do not have any issues that I can report with this controller. It just looks normal. I will send this back to you now, and when it's time to reinstall it, I know how it's functioning, and I can provide guidance on what to look for in your stove that may be causing the second problem you reported to me. In the meantime, I do want to thank you very much for sending me your controller for repairs. I appreciate that. And for all you viewers, if you have a QuadraFire brand pellet stove controller of your own, or any other brand, and you want to discuss that, or you have service needs for it, please feel free to contact me. My contact information can be found in the video description just below this video. In the meantime, I hope you'll take a few seconds to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that very much. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.